You asked for it, so you got it. The AEW Collision show by the Holy Shhh Podcast is now weekly. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I am that bald bro from the NYC.
The Go Home Show, the official Go Home Show. We usually say Dynamite, but no, Collision. Tonight, this was the Go Home Show before Dynasty. They sent us off to the pay-per-view. Overall thoughts before we jump into it?
Very solid show. I think, pretty good show, decent action. I like the pacing, it was very good action from start to finish. And once again, it's been of a trend lately in AEW, whether it's been Dynamite or Collision, another main event by the ladies. They have been showing out the past few weeks. TK's paying attention, man. We want to see the ladies presented in a very prominent fashion, and that's what we've been getting the last month or so. Keep it up, man. I like where the women's division is going.
Yeah, man, it's always a good time in pro wrestling when the women are main eventing, somewhat outshining the guys, I should say. But Athena, Monet, cannot wait for it tomorrow, and you will be there live.
Yes, sir. I will be there live in Philly at Dynasty, and man, I can't wait for it. It's going to be a fantastic show, and I think we're in for some surprises tomorrow night. And
man, you're spoiled, man. You got Revolution, you were there. Now you're at Dynasty.
Hey, man, listen, as a wrestling fan, like I could tell you right now, going to events is fun, but like traveling to events, like experiencing different cities, different crowds, different environments, man, that's one of the best experiences as a wrestling fan. Like if any of you guys ever have a chance to like travel like out of state, out of country to a wrestling show, buy that ticket, get your passport, man, travel, live, man. You guys will not regret it.
Definitely. Next up, well, first up, I should say, on Collision, Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita defeat Tomohiro and Big Hobbs. This is all a setup. Everything on tonight was just a setup for the pay-per-view. But Tomohiro has one of the strongest necks in all the professional wrestling. Just the way he walked down, it reminded me of an Olympic Kurt Angle. That stiff neck can take any pile driver from any man on the planet Earth. But your thoughts on this opening match tonight?
Like you said, it's an appetizer for tomorrow for the Owen tournament. Hard hitting action. I mean, these four guys involved, Ishii, Hobbs, Takeshita, and Fletcher. Nothing surprising here. I mean, great action back and forth. I mean, even Ishii at his age, man, this dude can still go with the best of them. Whether it was Takeshita or Fletcher, he's holding his own, man. I love the spot of Ishii and Takeshita just trading shoulder tackles back and forth, forearming each other, just spamming, over and over and over again. I mean, like I said, he might be, a little bit up there in age, but it takes a lot to put him out. But, unfortunately for him, Fletcher and Takeshita were a little bit too much. Fletcher picks up the pinfall victory, but all four, guys look strong, and I think we'll have a good showing from Takeshita and Fletcher in the tournament. Can't wait to see, how they progress going forward. But like I said, that those two guys in particular, and plus Hobbs, that's the future of AEW. Those are the next guys coming up within the next 2 to 3 years. We know the main event players right now, but it's always good to have in your back pocket, like, in 5 or so years, who those next guys up in the main event scene will be. So I think the future is very bright for AEW.
Definitely. Quick comment before we jump to the next one. Hakeem the Dream says WWE did Bobby Lashley dirty. Yeah. I think they did him good. His time was just up. It was time for him to move on.
You know what? When I think of like doing Bobby Lashley dirty, WrestleMania 39, when he came out with that damn Andre the Giant trophy. They just had him come out there with a trophy.
Yep.
With that imposed, and that was it. I'm like, bro, really? That was, you brought the dude out to show off a trophy, man. Come on, Hakeem is right. They did towards the end. They kind of did him dirty.
Yeah, towards the end. Now he's being treated like the champion that he is, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Hurt Syndicate.
Yes, sir.
Next up, Mark Briscoe defeats the best wrestler alive, Max Caster. Those aren't my words. Those are his. I'm not calling him that, but that's the gimmick. We're rolling with it. I love Mark Briscoe. I say this every time he gets on TV, just pure entertainment. He may not be the biggest star, the greatest wrestler, but when it comes to being entertained, he will always and forever do that for you. But your thoughts on this match?
I mean, it served its purpose. I mean, I love the whole Max Caster, best wrestler in the world gimmick. It's a nice little little bit change up of the show, a little comedy spot here and there.
Right.
It's all right to have like a little change up, little break, a little laugh here and there. And if you notice his trunks, a little synergy between Max and streaming on Max. So nice little partnership that they got going on there. It's free advertisement
Yeah.
on their part. But listen, Mark Briscoe on my TV screen is always welcome. I mean, no matter how long the match is, whether it's a 10-15 minute war or a 3 minute squash match, what like this was with Caster. But I don't mind seeing this open challenge thing going on for as long as it is. It serves its purpose in my opinion. And let's see what Briscoe does tomorrow night against Fletcher. I think they're going for the fourth time. So I mean,
Yeah.
whenever those two get in the ring, they always deliver. So I'm excited for their match tomorrow night.
Definitely. Quick shout out. Hi from Vesh Demi. What up, though? Appreciate you
Yep.
tuning in with us
What's going on?
tonight. And shout out to everybody on Instagram as well. If you're looking to have your comments posted on the show, you'll probably want to be watching it on YouTube. That's the easiest way for us to get it up there. But next up, after Briscoe, we got Top Flight defeats Action Andretti and Leo Rush. And afterwards, the Crew is attacking Top Flight. Then comes out AR Fox. But to save the day, I guess Daddy let him out to play. Here comes Nick Wayne. Comes out, lays out AR Fox, assists Crew in the win, and afterwards shakes their hand. It may be a Crew and Nick Wayne alliance coming soon. Your thoughts on this, Barbro?
Well, we're already getting that alliance tomorrow. Tomorrow for the 0 hour, they already announced.
Yep.
Yeah, Crew and Nick Wayne versus Top Flight and and AR Fox. So we're moving forward with that. I mean, listen, great match all around. These four guys in the ring. We're gonna put on a show. Great. Great action from start to finish. And listen, I like what I've seen with the tag team division. It looks like it's heating up. It's getting back into form a little bit. I still have promise and hope for Top Flight. I know they kind of stumbled a little bit there. I think it's just more of like Dante coming back from injury. It took a little bit longer than usual. I mean, well, both brothers have suffered from just unfortunate injury issues in the past. So hopefully they got over that and have a little better luck in the future. But like I said, I still hold out hope for them. But Nick Wayne, you know what? Breaking away from Big Daddy Christian Cage. I mean, how does he feel? Is he happy with his quote unquote son just breaking away, like just doing his own thing without his permission? I mean, I don't know. I don't think the patriarch is gonna like that, man. How Mama Wayne handling this? The bird just flew out the nest, man. Nobody knew. So we'll see. Cool. He's making moves on his own. I mean, he's going to be in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament in New Japan along with Kevin Knight as well. So you know what? I think things are setting up for Nick Wayne for a very big 2025. He's getting more TV time. And like I said, he'll be on it. That's the thing about him. He's like 20 years old, so there's no rush with him. Like he's in good hands with Christian Cage to learn the ropes, be a better character, be a better talker, be a better all-around wrestler. So he's in a great position to succeed down the line.
Definitely. Shout out Skynet. He says, hey, what's up? I'm here. How you guys doing? Skynet, we are doing great tonight. And we got another comment from Ace K187. Dynasty tomorrow. Let's fucking go, Brett.
Oh yeah, that's my boy Ace from Twitter. We're both gonna be at Dynasty tomorrow. We're actually like sitting like in the right behind each other in the same section. So dude, we're gonna be going crazy. We're gonna get some great video and audio. But you know what? I might have to send you a pre-tape before I go in as a little like Dynasty preview, man. But yeah, dude, I'm so fucking excited for tomorrow's show.
Man, I'm gonna be checking out your page all day tomorrow, man. I need
spoilers, if you ever get a chance, man, like you gotta see a show, any wrestling show in Philly. They get wild.
Definitely
wild over there.
So I'll be in Jersey, SummerSlam. So
oh, dude, we definitely linking up, man.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Next up, Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole have a sit down before their match at Dynasty. This got a little serious, man. Adam Cole was basically let Daniel Garcia know, you're doing the damn thing, but it's not your time, and I'm coming to lay you out and take that title. This was interesting. I like the seriousness of it, not too much jokiness. This is gonna be a dog fight tomorrow. I can see it a mile away. But your thoughts on Daniel Garcia, Adam Cole tomorrow for the TNT title?
I think with Garcia's TNT run, it was a little slow to start, but I think thank God for this feud with Adam Cole. The past month or so, I think it's him back up, heat up his TNT run as well. But just real quick on Adam Cole, this dude looks phenomenal. He looks in great shape.
Yes.
He's finally, I think, 100% healthy. I mean, let's remember, this dude got a damn.
I thought you were about to say he's finally 100 pounds. I was like, wait,
nah,
what?
nah, I wouldn't. I'm not dissing the Adam
All
Cole
right,
like
go.
that.
My bad.
But like finally, Adam Cole is, I think, is 100% healthy. Now let's remember his freaking foot injury. He got a damn cadaver bone like in his foot. I ain't never heard of that before. So it took him time to get back in the swing of things. People don't understand, like, me, all my years of coaching football, 15 or so years. Yeah, you come back, but your body and mind got to get back into it as well. So time passed. It looks like he's fully healed. He looks in phenomenal shape, man. He ain't Adam Cole out there. He's Adam Swole out
Adam
there.
Swole.
Yeah, and he's chilled on spray tan a little bit, man. He ain't that crazy orange hue out there, which is good, man. It's a good look for him. It's not the worst thing in the world to be pale. It's okay, man. Just don't go max level, MJF level with the spray tan. That's too much, right? It's ridiculous. Too much. Chill, relax. But I am excited for this match tomorrow, and I just love the back and forth between Cole and Garcia, where Cole's basically like, dude, everywhere I've been, every promotion I've been in, I've been the man. I've won the championship everywhere I've gone. I was the man before you started wrestling. So not only is he 100% healthy, he's got his confidence back. He's got his swagger back. He got the boom back. Definitely. And he's going to lay the boom on Sunday. I think, Garcia, I think Cole is right. His time's not now. Adam Cole will be your new TNT champion by the end of that match.
You heard it from Bald Bro. He's calling it Adam Cole and
baby.
You. Definitely. Next up, Pac gets the win over Cash Wheeler, but afterwards, both the Death Riders and Rated FTR get involved, leading up to their trios match at Dynasty. But afterwards, it seems Cash realized Dax took the shot for him from Wheeler. It looks like they patched up all their, they had a little tension going into Dynamite this week, but it seems like everything is on course. Everybody's cool, headed into Dynasty, trios title, Rated FTR, Death Riders. This one is going to be another good one. Your thoughts on this match?
I mean, solid match between Wheeler and Pac. I mean, we know we're gonna get a good match, but it was more about the storytelling and the stuff afterwards. The match, we thought we were gonna get more dissension between FTR and Copeland as well. But like I said, on surface level, looks like they patched up everything for now. But we'll see how that dynamic unfolds tomorrow. During Dynasty, during the championship match. I do think the Death Riders will retain. I think their dominance will continue going forward. But let's see what happens. But you know what? There was a bit of storytelling going on during tonight. Shout out to my boy Wrestling Mark on Twitter who pointed this out. Like, you got to look at the timing of Nick Wayne leaving Christian Cage, in a sense, doing his own thing. What's Christian Cage going to be up to in a month or two down the line, in a few weeks? So, something to look at too. It might tie in with Copeland down the road, but we shall see. But like I said, I think Death Riders are going to retain, because I just think I don't think all is good in FTR world right now.
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same exact way, man. But next up, before I get into the match, I want to talk a little bit about the commentating. I love watching professional wrestling, and I like the journey of a wrestler where he starts off looking like a busted up mark, don't got it figured out. Then he makes his way up and down all around the business. And finally, you get that moment where you get to witness them finally figuring it out. And that's what we getting right now with Ricochet, man. He was on commentating during this match. He's talking like a pro. He's walking like a pro. He's married a hot chick. He's even looking like a pro. Ricochet is on fire right now. I just cannot praise him enough, but his commentating was golden. In WWE, people said he couldn't do it. He couldn't talk. Triple H himself said, I love Ricochet in the ring, but when I gave him a mic, I was fucking terrified. Those were this man's words. Now, He's being asked to commentate, and I want him to commentate the whole damn show. He was so good. But anyway, this wasn't about the commentating. Speedball Mike Bailey defeats Drillistico. And afterwards, that son of a bitch, Ricochet, gets in the ring, hits him with a low blow, a heelish low blow, then lays out Speedball Mike Bailey before their triple threat match tomorrow night with Kenny Omega at Dynasty. Bald Bro, your thoughts on this match?
Great match between Speedball and Drillistico. I mean, if you don't know a lot about Drillistico, I mean, great competitor. I mean, you only got a little bit of what he can actually do, both him and Mortos when they tag together. But Speedball, this guy just continues to impress every week. I mean, he's just another great signing by Tony Khan recently. And listen, that triple threat tomorrow night is just going to be insane. You put these three demons in the same ring at the same time, it's like, don't blink. You're gonna miss something. But like you just did, I want to go on a little tangent about Ricochet. I mean, you talk about why the wrestling business needs an AEW. It's because of guys like Ricochet. It's because it's another set of eyes. It's another vision. It's just a different philosophy as far as like looking at talent and now allowing talent, putting them in the best situations to succeed. That's what they've done with Ricochet. They took his strengths, they took what he's comfortable with, and they let him run with it. I mean, yeah, he's a geek. He could be a little geeky, a little dorky here and there, but you know what? That fits him perfectly. The laugh, it was annoying as hell in the beginning, but guess what? He's a heel. He generates great amount of heat every week. Like the laugh is working. We hate it. We hate when we hear it, but that's what heels supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel negative. It's supposed to make you feel that way. And Ricochet is playing us perfectly right now. I mean, this dude has been a godsend in AEW. I even have to admit, I didn't expect he could be like this character wise or talking wise, but I'm glad he proved me wrong. He's proved so many people wrong. And I'm not going to use the term that he got fumbled, by WWE, because in the end, I think everywhere is where they need to be, right now. He's in a promotion that will best suit his strengths and best suit his career, like for the best possibility of success down the road. But man, shout out to Ricochet. Like you say, he just married Samantha Irvin a couple weeks ago. Right. Congratulations to both Samantha Irvin and Ricochet. I mean, shout out to our fellow bald brother out there. This man just keeps winning. Even if he doesn't get his hand raised tomorrow night, the man is still a winner in the bigger scheme in life.
Exactly, man. A couple comments real quick. K-Take says, y'all legit pros, appreciate you. And he also asks, where are we from? Bald Bro is in New York, and I am here in Detroit, Michigan.
Yes, sir.
And your country, good old America.
America, fuck yeah.
But next up, after Speedball and Drillistico, one more thing. Drillistico, shout out Drillistico. Straight baller, man. I didn't give him any praise, but fire. But after that, we get to the main event where Julia Hart and Athena defeat Harley Cameron and Mercedes Moné. I love this match. I'm glad it went down the way it did. I love Julia Hart, man. Her interest is out cold. I like we were just talking about Journeys. When she started off, she was on that stupid cheerleader gimmick with Brian Pillman Jr., but she done turned it a total 360. Now she coming out looking like the daughter of the Undertaker. Interest absolutely amazing. Her aura, she believes in herself. You can see that in the ring. So shout out Julia. Athena and Mercedes Moné, it just feels big. It feels big, man. I wish that I'm not mad it's going to happen at Dynasty, but this feels like All Out, or All In. This feels like something bigger, but I'm not mad that we're getting it tomorrow. I always want clean finishes, but tomorrow I wouldn't mind some shenanigans just to keep this going even further. But your thoughts on the main event?
Well, before the main event, like tomorrow, so we're actually getting Mercedes and Julia, and we're getting that tomorrow. We're not getting Mercedes Athena.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. But they're on the same side of the bracket, though. Right. So we are going to get that eventually. I think we're going to get that at the Dynamite in Boston.
Okay.
Not this week, the next week, because that's their breakthrough show where they surpassed Nitro in episodes all time. So I think it will be in Mercedes' hometown.
If they
And
fight in the tournament, is the title on the line or is it just a
no, this is
bracket?
just the tournament. The tournaments to determine. Well, if it's like last year, the number one contender for the women's title.
Got you, got you.
So, but we'll talk about that match another time. But listen, the main event I think was great. I mean, we knew what to expect from Mercedes and Athena, but I mean, like you just mentioned, Julie Hart. I mean, Harley Cameron also held her own. I mean, you could see the drastic improvement since like day one.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you heard her recent interview on Talk is Jericho, she gave a lot of praise to QT Marshall and Soraya, like helping her in her development. I mean, QT doesn't get enough credit for the work that he does behind the scenes with a lot of wrestlers that we see on TV. So shout out to
Or
QT.
Dustin Rhodes.
Or Dustin Rhodes as well. I mean, he plays a major, role in the women's division as well. But I mean, listen, even though it was maybe a minute or two, just the brief interaction that you saw between Mercedes and Athena, I mean, it was just a taste. It was just the appetizer. But
Yep.
like you said, it just feels right. But at the same time, it's going to be the biggest deal in the world when they lock horns for the first time. Whether it's in a couple of weeks, I think we're going to get multiple matches between
Yeah,
the two. This is
definitely.
definitely not a one-off. This can run like from now to all the way to the summer. But I mean, it's like I said, that's one of the matches that AEW can produce this year that will generate just major interest all around the wrestling world. And like I said, Julia and Harley, they held their own, more than their own. Like I said, Julia Hart going from the cheerleader to now this character. I mean, her aura I feel is used like too much, in today's wrestling, but she's got it. She has that down pack right now. She's going to get better in the ring as time passes along. So, the future is bright for Julian Harley Cameron. But I mean, when we get that first meeting between Harley and between Athena and Mercedes, the world will rejoice, and we will be watching, expecting greatness, and I think we will get greatness in the end.
Definitely, definitely. Let's switch this up a little. Instead of doing a rating, can we get a quick rundown of predictions for tomorrow?
Absolutely. So
Let's
you have
start off with I got the matches right here. Will Os no no Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight, Owen Hart Cup. Who you get?
I got Osprey, obviously, but this is more of a showcase match for
Yeah,
Kevin Knight because, and also let's just keep in mind. Well, first though, you got freaking nut jobs like JD going crazy. Like, why is Kevin Knight in this tournament? First off, he's filling in for injured Jay White, who broke his
right.
hand, unfortunately. And we've said it over and over and over again in the history of professional wrestling. You could get over even more in a loss, man. It's so many examples I can lay out, but that's for another time. But Osprey wins, but you're going to see an incredible showcase from Kevin Knight. Like I said, he's another one. The future is very bright for this guy.
Definitely. I'm also going with Will Ospreay as well. Quick shout out. That he says, yo, what up, though? And
Yo, what's up, man?
Sick Horror Kingman, I see your comment, but I am not reading it, brother. But I'm glad you're here in the chat.
Jesus.
Next up, Mercedes Monet versus Julia Hart Owen Cup tournament. Who you got?
Mercedes.
Mercedes as well. That's a obvious slam dunk. Death Riders versus Rated FTR for the Trios Championship.
Death Riders for the win. They still got some mileage in them as a trio. Trios division heating up a little bit, and like I said, I don't think all the issues are taken care of between FTR and Cope. So yeah, Death Riders.
Same here. Death Riders as well. Hurt Syndicate versus Big Bill and Brian Keith for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Hurt Syndicate for the win, but I say watch out for some outside influence from Mr. MJF. He's trying to gain the trust of the Hurt Syndicate. Maybe in a way, he might try to help them win outside, some shady business going on while ref ain't looking. Something to watch out for. But yeah, Hurt Syndicate easily.
Definitely, definitely. I'm going with Hurt Syndicate as well. We are thinking on the same page. Next up, Kenny Omega versus Speedball Mike Bailey versus Ricochet for the International Championship. Who you got?
Omega for the win. This will be match of the night easily. This will be a match of the year contender right here. I mean, listen, just thinking about seeing the wrestling god in person again in Omega. I mean, just so grateful that he's 100% healthy and he's back doing his thing. But yeah, Omega ain't dropping that belt anytime soon. It's Omega for the win.
Yeah. Couple comments before we get to the next one. The Sick Horror Kingman says Kevin should have went to NXT. I don't care what nobody says, how they pushing black men there. I can see him as a top star. I thought the same exact thing, but AEW is going to definitely give him a shot. Kale Langover says, Hurt Syndicate.
They
She's
hurt
also
people.
yelling Omega. But next up, this might be the match where we differ. I think Ricochet is going to pull the upset, and he will be the new international champion. I think it's time to crown him for his achievements, and hopefully let Kenny go on to that AEW world title somehow down the line. I'd like him to focus on that, but I'm going with Ricochet. Next up, Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. Who you got?
Adam Cole, baby, for the
I
win. It's
I got
time, man.
Adam Cole too,
I
man.
said, Cole's 100% healthy. He looks great, and I think it's time to elevate that TNT title. You know, I think Cole's right on the money. It's not his time yet. It's Adam Cole's right now.
Definitely. I'm also going with Adam Cole. Next up, Chris Jericho versus Bandito for the Ring of Honor title.
And let's also remember, this is a title for mask match.
Yep.
I don't see Bandito losing the stream match. I think Bandito wins. He finally ends the reign of terror by Jericho, and he finally loses the Ring of Honor title to Bandito. Bandito takes the belt, and it's Bandito for me.
Definitely. I'm going with Bandito. He's not losing that mask at all.
No.
Chris Jericho, he's great at passing the torches. He's been building this story with Bandito. He had the bounty out on him for weeks. Time for the final chapter. Give the man his roses, elevate him. That's what Chris Jericho does better than anybody in the business.
Yes, sir.
Now we get to the two main events, the women's world title, Toni Storm versus the goddess sent from heaven above, Megan Bayne. Who you got?
I love you, Tony. You are one of the goats of women's wrestling. You are one of the greatest stories in the past decade with Mariah May. But there's now a new challenger who's just graced us from the heavens.
Yes.
And like we're not worthy to watch her when she's in the ring. I don't know how she allows us to watch her, do her thing in the ring. But Megan Bayne has taken AEW by storm. Nobody can touch her. Nobody has a chance against her. As great as Toni Storm is, I think Tony time is up. And I think Megan's reign will start now. Megan Bayne will be your new AEW women's title. And man, it's not going to be pretty.
Right.
I think she's going to destroy Toni from bell to bell and leave Philly with that AEW women's world title.
I believe you. I'm going with Megan Bayne as well. But I don't know, man. I just got this feeling Tony's going to somehow pull it out and get the win. But I'm on paper, I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to go with Megan Bayne. But I would not be surprised if Toni retained at all. Before we get to the main event, a little side comment about it. The Sick Horror Kingman says, I've been telling people Swerve and Adam going to come together. You've seen the seeds. Yes, we are. And it could take place in this main event where you've got Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. Who you got?
We talked about bounties earlier, when we talking Bandito and Jericho. Well, there's another bounty out right now, and it's over the head of that bald-headed son of a bitch, Jon Moxley. But what he did to Willow,
You're not over it.
It's been 72 hours. I've had time to think about it, and I'm still fucking irate over it. That is Willow Nightingale. She has had neck injury history, and you put hands on Willow. The number one commandment in wrestling today: thou shalt not put the hands on Willow.
Never.
No. And guess what? I made a phone call today. Guess what? I talked to our barber today. He's off the list. He's not seeing our barber anymore.
He's off the list.
He's off the list.
You're getting George Jefferson from here on out.
Ricochet that as well. Ricochet co-signed that as well. We are not seeing. He's not with our barber anymore. No way.
No,
it ain't happening. But let me get serious. Real quick. Swerve has to win for a couple of reasons. Number one, AEW is on an incredible hot streak right now. Not just a great quality television right now. We know the pay-per-views are great, but there's a growing perception in AEW that they're kind of on a positive uptick right now. Right. I think they're trending in the right direction right now. Whether, like I said, it's building up new stars, it's the reports of the max numbers coming out that their viewership is way up than what we think it is. And you see Swerve was at the 76ers game tonight, ringing the bell. He's shaking hands with Alex Rodriguez, who's the new owner of the Timberwolves and everything. Yep. He's out there in full force, like a good company man would be, like a champion of your promotion would be.
Yep.
It's time. The Death Rider story has run out of gas. It's over. I don't want to hear anything about new members or anything like that. We should have done that months ago. It is what it is. Tomorrow we turn the page, and keyword, we turn the page and we move on. Does Paige get involved? I don't know. We'll see, man. And if Paige does help out, I don't think it will be everything that we think it is. I think there'll be another layer of wrinkle to that. But guess what? We got 3 months to build to All In after tomorrow night. So let's see what happens. But for tomorrow night, it is time to turn the page, to continue the good streak that AEW is on right now. Swerve must win tomorrow night. You cannot have now 3 straight pay-per-views where Mox wins and leaves the live audience and the crowd watching at home disappointed. We got to move forward. We got to move on. We need Swerve as the champion right now, and we got to rekindle that rivalry with Hangman Page one more time. The story is right there. It's Swerve, and it's only Swerve. That's the only answer.
Definitely. You're getting a lot of agreement in the comments.
My boy Ace, like I say,
187. We're gonna not win this match. It will be looked back on as a massive booking mistake. And shout out Kale also saying Strickland. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna agree with y'all as well. Swerve will be the new AEW World Champion. Back where that title belongs, around the waist.
This is, like I said, this is bigger than even a booking decision. Like I said, because in the quote unquote wrestling war between AEW and WWE, you kind of look at WWE right now. A lot of people, even a lot of WWE fans, have not been loving this WrestleMania build. Little contention amongst that fan base. I mean, kind of a rough segment on SmackDown. You know which segment I'm talking about. That's
a
couple of the ladies going out there
getting a little serious out there.
They're getting a little serious. So it's like this is AEW's time right now. They gotta capitalize on the moment right now and continue their upward tick going forward right now. It has to be Swerve tomorrow. It is inexcusable if he loses tomorrow. I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear any argument against it. It has to be Swerve. However, we get to that decision tomorrow, whether Hangman helps out or not, whether the next super best friends or whatever. Like, I don't care. Get the belt on Swerve tomorrow. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out this upcoming Wednesday. Get the belt off of Mox. Mox, I love you for everything you've done in AEW 6-year tenure. It doesn't diminish your role with me because you were the adult, during all the hard times with AEW that Tony relied on. But now it's time to pass the torch, and it's time to turn the page. It's time to move on to Swerve.
Definitely. Got some overseas comments. Don't know what that means, but assalamu alaikum. Next up, we got Kale saying whose house is definitely gonna be Swerve's house tomorrow. Definitely. And your boy Ace is talking about Charlotte and Tiffy, the build has been awful. That's why. And one
Yeah,
more
you ain't
comment.
wrong.
What's this? I should proofread this. WWE needs to bring back Sunday Night
Yeah,
Heat.
that is random as hell.
That is left
Wow,
field, but I respect it. And you're
man.
getting one more comment from A saying, I 100% agree with Brett. Brother, be safe tomorrow out there in Philly. Hold it down for us in the IWC community.
Absolutely.
Make sure you guys is following Bald Bro on all his platforms. I'm pretty sure he's going to be posting everything. Any group chat news going on before we get out of here?
You know what? Just same old stuff. Group chat wrestling podcast. We're going strong, and man, like I said, we started doing video episodes last week, and like I said, we're just getting stronger as we go along, man. We're getting better as we go along, man. But group chat wrestling podcast on Spotify and Apple podcasts, on YouTube for video episodes as well. Follow us on Twitter at GW Podcasts .uk as well. We're also on Instagram and TikTok as well. Group chat wrestling podcast. Just look us up for clips for from weekly episodes and for updates. And we appreciate your support now and going forward in the future.
Me and Bald Bro weren't sure about this Collision thing, but the numbers that I'm looking at on all the screens, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I did not know it would be this many people who are interested in Collision, but I am glad to see it is not just us. And everybody else is getting aboard the AEW hype train. Couple comments before we get out of here. Phil says, I really hope Swerve wins, but I got a bad feeling. I'm glad you said it and not me, Phil, because I do feel that.
You know what? Listen, just because I pick Swerve to win doesn't mean like I have that little in my gut. I feel a little disturbance. I'm not gonna lie, but just like I said, just Swerve needs it. Swerve
does need it.
AEW needs it. But like I said, if I had to put a percentage, I'll say 70% Swerve. But it's the world of wrestling. We never know what can happen.
Right. And last comments before we get out of here. Kale, I appreciate you being in the chat tonight. Kale, long over. Really do appreciate that. Can't wait to All In, Texas. Let me tell you a little secret. They sent us some tickets. We're going to All In. We got to work out this plane and hotel situation. And you could be getting a Holy Shhh Podcast in Texas. It's always, we get the tickets, but they always say you got to get your flight and your room. And that's where the hiccup is. We're trying to figure that out. But Kale, if you're there, holla at us. But that's it. Special shout out to the pod on Instagram, Low Key Eliminator, Dwight TSYE, DO3M, and my guy from Wrestling Today podcast. Make sure you go give him a follow. That brother gives great content on all platforms. You can find them mostly on TikTok. His TikTok is always slapping. And make sure you check out his Twitch as well. I just started following him on Twitch. That's it for us. First AEW Collision post show. First of many. You will catch me and Bald Bro every Wednesday for Dynamite and now every Saturday for Collision. Holy Shhh Podcast tomorrow. Special guest interview with John from Perez Perico. Make sure you check that out. It's going to be a good one. But till then, enjoy AEW Dynasty tomorrow night. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I am that Bald Bro from the NYC.
You guys have been tuned in to the